Hey, boo.
Hey,
How you doing?
I'm tired.
You're tired.
Yeah.
I'm tired. I'm right there with you. I'm a turd. I'm tired.
Don't make fun of my tired accent.
Are you excited for today's episode?
Sure.
I think today's our 20th.
Yeah. I think you're right. I could be wrong, but I think you're right.
I'm gonna pull up YouTube, but I think last ep was the 19th. Let's see. Sad that we should know this. Yeah, 20th. So this is our 20th book this year.
That's crazy.
Wow. I don't think I would have thought. I don't think I ever would have thought. Okay, I'm sorry. I still see your bookmark. Boop.
I got it.
I never would have thought that I would have listened to 20 books in a year.
Yeah.
Maybe like one a month because I have one credit per month on Audible. And I've had that for years, like 2 years, maybe 3 years, but never 20. Like that's a that's a lot. So
Just leave that down. There you go.
can't hurt me. But so yeah, cool. I'm really excited because 20 is a big number, milestone. For pods, we're doing it, boo. We're doing it.
Doing it.
Let's see. A year will be 52.
Yeah.
So we're almost 52. We're almost halfway there.
Yeah.
I had to math there for a sec. I pulled a boo there for a sec. I couldn't math. I was like, oh wait, what? Yeah, so okay, cool. Well, I'm sorry. I got excited.
No,
and
it's exciting.
I'm gonna get excited about the beer too. So let me jump into this before we talk about the book. This is called The Slow Pour Pills by Bierstad. Bierstad.
I know you were excited now.
We went there, and that was the first time that we had heard about Bierstad.
Mm-hmm.
It is in Denver, Colorado. We went there for a beer convention a few years ago, and we were invited to a beer tasting beer event at the brewery by the yeast people that we played with in a disc golf event.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yes.
Yep. So
and we won.
We did. We won the mixed amateurs because we are mixed, female,
I'm a girl,
male.
he's a guy.
Yep. Co-ed. We won some cool discs, and then I actually won both of the CTPs as well. So
What's a CTP?
closest to the pin.
Oh, yeah.
They always do CTPs or ace runs afterwards to the practice baskets, or they pick a hole or basket, and I won both that year. So that was a good year for us.
And every time we do that with them, we are always the ones that travel the furthest.
Oh, yeah. We have been. I'm sure we won't be forever, but we have been pretty good at that. Shout out Hop Passport for putting that on. They came to Georgia a month and a half ago and did their Georgia event. This was their third year, I believe. It's always a fun event. So we did it in Colorado twice now.
We've done it twice together.
Yep.
Yeah.
So twice in Colorado. But they travel all over the states, different beer events. They have a beer passport. You can look them up, Hot Passport. But yeah. So a yeast supplier that we were playing with, they were on our card. They told us about their event, and Bierstad only uses their yeast because apparently one of the owners owns the yeast company too, or there's some sort of connection like that. And the slow pour pills is apparently like one of the most sought after in the United States. I've never had it from a can. We've only had it on draft.
It was so good.
It was very good. I have pictures of it. I sent it to Dean the other day. I've never had it from can, so we'll see how it is. I don't know if it will take 7 minutes to pour here or however long it takes, but yeah, we'll see. So, while I'm doing that, will you give us the word of the week?
Yeah. So I kind of have two, but they're kind of like phrases. But I figured they'd...
Words of the week?
Yeah. I figured it'd match the book because he was in the military. So for those of you that don't know, Hell Week. This is the first one. It's 5.5 days of. It's a 5.5 day stretch during BUDs, which is basic underwater demolition.
Buds.
So this is Navy SEALs, where candidates must endure continuous physical activity with less than 4 hours of total sleep. My second one is a phrase called, and it's embrace the suck. It's a common mindset of consciously accepting and finding value in extremely difficult or miserable situations. And I figured that fits well because David Goggins always embraces the suck.
I like that. I like that.
Cool.
I like that. They don't have much on the beer label right here. It just says Team Slow Pour, Lager Hard. I was hoping they'd have some information, but they don't. So
They're too cool for information. Cheers.
The clarity is The clarity is super nice. Very brilliant.
It still tastes good out of a can.
It does, and it definitely was not a slow pour. That was just a normal pour. Oh, yeah. I'm glad that I saw that. So, shout out, real quick. Shout out to Come Hell or High Water in Cartersville, Georgia.
Is that where you got it?
It is.
Nice.
I was there getting coffee a couple days ago because they have a coffee shop in the back. And I walked up when the barista was making my cold brew. And I saw this in their beer selection. So I was like, I'm going to have to come back and get it. So tonight I did, just for the show, because it reminded me of Denver. So shout out them for having some good beers. Other than Drowned Valley. Shout out Drowned Valley. Other than us, they do have the best craft beer in Cartersville. So
they really do.
Shout out them. I'm shouting a lot of people out right now. Shout out. Okay. So Hell Week comes up in the book this week.
Yes.
And then the second one was
Embrace the Suck.
That comes up this week too?
I don't know. I don't remember if it did, but his mindset is basically that.
Pretty much. Yeah. This week we did Can't Hurt Me. Do you think that the book was good?
I liked his writing style, and then like reading his story was pretty cool, but still not my favorite.
Okay. I know we'll get to the rating at the end, so don't give me a rating yet, but better or worse than Charlemagne?
Worse.
Okay. Expected, because that Charlemagne's was your pinnacle. That's your
I looked at my rating for Charlemagne's book and it was a 3. And that one's still my favorite out of all the books like this that we've read.
Okay.
And so I, of course, had to rate this lower, but we'll get to that later.
Okay. Well, I was very fortunate to have listened to the book, and what they did in the audio part was it's an audiobook / podcast / radio show. And that's what they say in the very beginning. And it's really cool because they go through, and I say they, apparently there was a ghostwriter, I believe is what he says in the very beginning of the audio part. His name's Adam, and he narrates the book. And they sit in a studio for 5 days while he's narrating it. And then he breaks away sometimes, Adam, the narrator, and asks David questions like, hey, man, let's break that down. Like, that's a crazy story. And like a lot of people are going to say that's not true. And he's like, yeah, a lot of people won't. So that's why we had to verify it like 28 different ways. And so for me, it was really cool. It made the book longer to listen to, but it made it more enjoyable or digestible, maybe is the word. Instead of just going through and just reading about his life and like that. So you have a totally different aspect on it, especially reading that. Yeah. I got narration along with it.
Well, I didn't hear his. I think for Charlemagne's book, like in Matthew McConaughey's books, I knew their voice. I don't know David Goggins' voice.
Gotcha.
So that also helped a bit with those two.
Maybe I should have played something with his voice. Who's gonna carry the boats or something? Okay. Well, did you have, so since we did have different experiences, it's going to be kind of different trying to go through everything. You had the chapters.
Yeah.
Did you have challenges?
I have all the challenges written down, yeah.
Okay. So you had 10 challenges?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Or, yes.
Oh, okay. There should be, I think there's 10. Okay. So that was one thing that I thought was cool about it. And I think that we could dive into more rather than going into his life story and the writing of the book, unless you want to dive into that.
Well, I figured we'd just go section by or chapter by chapter like we did with
Charlemagne.
Yeah, and then Matthew's book.
Okay.
Because
could you move your pullover so I could see your mouth? Sorry, I can't see your mouth. It makes it kind of hard to see here.
Sorry, I'm leaning back today.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Now I can see your mouth. Now I can lip read. Okay, keep going.
I just think that makes it easier because it goes with his story and then each challenge that comes after.
Okay. What do you have for chapter 1 then? Or sorry, let's start in the forward. What do you have for the forward?
It's a warning order. That's what I have.
A warning order?
Yeah. I showed it to you. I'm like, was this in your podcast? It looks like this. So I guess this is what they do in military. But it's like, it's a warning order. That was what's in there. I don't know if people can see that. But basically, it's warning order, time zone 24/7, task organization, solo mission. 1. Situation. You are in danger of living a life so comfortable and soft that you will die without ever realizing your true potential. 2. Mission. To unshackle your mind, ditch the victim's mentality forever. Own all aspects of your life completely. Build an unbreakable foundation. 3. Execution. Blah, blah, blah. 4. Classified. And then by command of David Goggins.
Boom.
So it was pretty cool introduction to a book. I will say that.
Was that the only forward?
Yeah. Well, I got an introduction, I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe it was a forward introduction. What's a forward again?
Basically the same thing.
What? Same thing as what? An introduction or what you just read? Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. I thought the forward was the introduction because I think it just said forward when they were reading it. But he probably said forward, read that, or did something. So I just wanted to make sure I was right. Make sure I was right. That's not what I meant. Make sure that I knew what it means. Okay. So do you have anything for the introduction? Or did you just have the warning?
I just have, do you know who you really are and what you're capable of? Denial is the ultimate comfort zone. It's time to go to war with yourself.
I like that. Take ownership of your life.
Yeah.
Was my main takeaway. So, okay. Well, what about chapter 1?
Well, it's titled, I should have been a statistic. I'm just saying his home life with his dad. We should, like, if it was legal, just push him down the stairs. Like, I hate people like that. How you treat your family like that. It's horrible.
Yeah. But he didn't dwell on the past. He used it as fuel for his future.
Yeah.
He did for a while, but then.
When he was a kid.
Yeah. But he was able to figure out ways to overcome it, which is a cool thing.
Yeah. But his childhood, I couldn't imagine that.
In that, they talk a lot about his mom.
Yeah.
And I say they, I'm sorry, because I had 2 people talking. So I say they, sorry. In the book, he talks a lot about his mom and how they left together, him and his mom, and how his brother stayed with the dad.
It's crazy to me.
Yep. And then after that, you find out later on in the book that they didn't really have a connection after that for like 15 years or something until there were some things going on. So we'll get to that later. But It's crazy because my life's never been like that. I've never put up with anything that he's had to do, that his dad was doing to him. It would be crazy to, have a Rolls Royce and go to the skating rink and have the dad with the underneath the seat and all that. But
he worked them like slaves.
yeah, child labor.
Yep.
They mention, I see, there I go again with they do
that.
mention it though, because they recap every chapter. So they do mention that the chapter is a lot about his mom's journey and not just his. And the challenge one was like, figure out what's standing in our way to get where we want to be your own hero. No one will do it for you. That's why it's called self-discipline.
So I got, what are the current factors limiting your growth and success? List your excuses as to why you won't reach your goals or amount to anything. Share with someone or acknowledge it personally.
Yep. I think, let's see, my bad cards arrived early and stuck around for a while, but everyone gets challenged in life at some point. What was your bad hand? What kind of bullcrap did you contend with growing up? Were you beaten, abused, bullied? Did you ever feel insecure? Maybe your limiting factor is that you grew up so supported and comfortable, you never pushed yourself. What are your current factors limiting your growth and success? So yeah. Don't worry about that yet. We'll get there, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So when you read that, did you think anything after reading his story and then coming to it and you're like, all right, cool. What are some of the things? Because his mom had things in her way.
Yeah.
So you thought about them?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think that after reading this book, you'll take any of these things, any of the 10 things away and try to utilize them? Because that's what I do that's why I like these books, this style of book. Seeing what somebody else went through, learning from that, and then trying to utilize it in my life. And not everything. I don't have to agree with everything, but I pick and choose where I'm like, okay, cool. I think that I could take this and maybe mold it this way.
I wrote down one that I didn't agree with.
Okay, cool. I'm excited when we get there for you to discuss that. Well, as long as you thought about things and it makes you think, I guess that's the point of the book.
Well, one thing I'm not comfortable sharing, but the other thing I've already shared on the podcast is like, since I was 11, I've had fibromyalgia.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't use it as an excuse, but that's something I've had to accept and deal with and push past. And I have to confront my feelings about it on a daily basis. And then, no, still going to do what I can do.
Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, the world is going to continue to spin.
Yeah.
It's going to keep going. And what you choose to do about your situation is in your hands. You can choose to sit down and not do anything, or you could choose to get up and do things and go camping and go hiking 4 miles around the lake, So like
we went camping last weekend.
And we went hiking a couple weeks before that, so not together.
I was definitely sore after both, but it's okay.
Yeah, but you did it, So
well, I'd rather live life than let pain hold me back.
Right, because that pain's going to be gone eventually, and so are you.
When I'm dead.
Yeah, and so are you. So better to do it now and take control of it and as much as you can. So
Well, what about you though? Same? Did you think of anything?
I did, and like I've already, full transparency to everybody, I've already listened to this book.
Yeah.
A while back, years ago, I think, when I first got the app. I think it was probably one of the first books that I got for the app.
Yeah, and it's during my birthday, you saw this, you're like, oh, can we get this?
Yeah. Because now we have the hard copy. It will go on my shelf once we do our studio remodel.
Yeah, that's going to be fun.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. But I did, and so I did back then, and then now it's changed. Years later, it has changed because, excuse me.
You've grown up.
I've grown up, and like things that what were standing in my way, or like figure out what's standing in my way and figure out where I want to be. Back then was probably more, I don't remember exactly, but it was probably more of like, okay, cool. I want to be at this level with the brewery.
Yeah.
I want to be at this level financially or something like that. That sounds like something I would be at the stage that I listen to this.
That makes sense.
Um,
Definitely with you.
Yeah. And I guess it's actually almost the same, but now those stages are just different. Because I've done things with the brewery and I've missed things that I've wanted to do. So thinking about those things is like, okay, cool. Well, those are kind of some of the things. And then later on, we'll get to some of what I'm kind of talking about. Not really like go into details with the brewery, but just like how it was like all connected. That's where I wanted to be. It didn't happen. So it was kind of a failure. But later it's like, oh, failure's not failure. So like we'll get there too. But so yes, I did think of things. So yeah. But I'm glad you did too. So
yeah. I mean, well, anytime I read, it doesn't matter what type of book it is. It doesn't matter if it's a thriller, if historical fiction, or it doesn't matter. It's when I read something and I usually connect with it, it always gets your mind thinking, no matter what it is.
yeah.
So
Well, then I guess we can move on to chapter 2.
Truth Hurts.
Truth Hurts. What do you have for this?
Wilmeth
Irving.
Irving. They finally found someone that could be a father figure and someone supporting his mom, and then he had to go and
he was shot down.
so sad.
They had moved away. They had went through a lot of things, and like you just said, his mom found somebody, and they were supposed to move in, and see, like I said, I was trying to go for more of like the challenge or like the breakdown of each.
Well, the next thing, you want to get to the challenge and then break it down in his plus us?
Well, my mind's trying to go to the challenge. So like I wanted to go straight there just now, but I don't want to. I want to go through the chapter first and then the challenge to see how he gets to those.
Because I have more to say about the chapter.
See, I don't. So I was about to say it. So that's why I was like, oh wait, no. I want to go straight there. You don't. So okay, you do it.
Well, him talking about, where was it? Maybe this is the next chapter.
While you're finding that,
I got it.
You got it.
So this is where his cheating started in class.
Oh yeah.
And that's what got him into all AP classes. And then all of the racism he faced. Like, I can never understand why people treat others differently because of the color of their skin.
Yeah.
It's so freaking ridiculous.
I think it's crazy.
But I liked how he was like, I mess with the racist at school. Like, you do it, David.
you do it, David.
But after that really got him into the, I think, accountability mirror. And because that's when he realized he has one dream left. And I like how that's when he started holding himself accountable.
The accountability mirror is a cool thing. Once I listened to this for the first time, I came home and I was like, I want to do this.
I just remember when we first started dating, I would leave sticky notes in your bathroom on the mirror. That's what I remembered.
But they weren't like, you're fat.
It was more like, have a great day, boo.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, that's sweet. And that's how I became fat. I got comfortable. Now those stickies need to be like, you're fat. Go to the gym. And I'm like, oh.
You do go to the gym.
Yeah, about once a week. Let's see. I was trying to find something in chapter 2. What else you got for it?
No, he couldn't pass the, basically it's the military's SATs.
The ASVAB.
Yeah. And he failed it, what, 3 times?
Yeah. I think he passed it on his 4th. I have that 4 tries or something. Let's see. Lose weight. Had to do that. Had to go back. Okay, so in chapter 2, he says something about that life is going to have bad things pile up until it swallows him whole.
Uh-huh.
And I like that because that's true.
It is. It's like saying that things happen in threes.
Yeah, which they typically do. My third try, I met the minimum standard for the Air Force. So on his third try. So yeah, it took him 3 tries. Accountability mirror. I should have pre-gamed this so that way I knew which page it was on. I'm sorry. Okay, never mind. Well, I do like how he mentions that bad things happen. That's how life's gonna be. And then one day it's just the bad thing's gonna happen to you. Because the little boy, was that the story with the little boy in it? Or sorry, the chapter with the little boy that got ran over by a bus?
Yeah.
Yeah, which is crazy. It's a crazy story.
Like 6 years old.
Yeah. So bad things are gonna happen. Wilmeth, or what was his name? Hilmeth.
Oh gosh, I lost my Wilmeth Irvin.
Wilmeth, yeah, Wilmeth
Irving
passing away, and then the little boy, it was like around the same time because he said the gurneys reminded him of one or the other. So it's just crazy how those connected in his mind so young as well. Okay, cool. Well, then number 2.
Get real with yourself. No sugarcoating. Have accountability for yourself to improve.
It's time to come eyeball to eyeball with yourself and get raw and real. This is not a self-love tactic. You can't fluff it. Don't massage your ego. This is about abolishing the ego and taking the first step toward becoming the real you. I tacked a Post-it note on my accountability mirror, and I'll ask you to do the same. So, yeah, I like that. I think it's good to come eyeball to eyeball with yourself and get real however you can. And that's always fun, whether it be good or bad. You know, just figure out what's going on in your own life. So did you come eyeball to eyeball with yourself there?
No, because I already know what's I'm in my comfort with.
Yeah. Yeah. So you've already kind of come eyeball to eyeball with yourself. You're like, oh no, I know where I'm at, what's going on and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. One thing that he says there is to pick people to be around you that hold you to a higher standard, not people that make you feel good, and keep you where you are. And that really stood out to me when I first listened to this years ago. I was like, oh, I like that, because if you want to, I think they always say, don't be the smartest one in the room or something like that. It's fun being the smartest one in the room, but you shouldn't always be the smartest one in the room.
Yeah, you get bored.
Yeah, you get bored, and then you want to grow, and if you want to grow as a person and, not just, I guess, stay stagnant, better to, be not the smartest one. Okay, cool. Well, then number 3, chapter 3, what do you have about the story in chapter 3?
It's called The Impossible Task. And he was miserable, and then he lost 100 pounds in under 3 months.
Yep. He did that so that way he could go to Buds, or right,
Navy
lose weight
SEAL.
and redo the test to go to Buds. Yeah, Navy SEALs. Yeah, the Buds training. I think that's a lot of weight to lose. I've struggled with like my ups and downs with weight loss. Whenever I hit it hard, I can lose it, but it's so easy to come back on. So for him to do that, and now he's like kept it off, that's an inspiration, I think, to me. And he even says it in the book, is like, don't let me be your role model or inspiration, find it in yourself. I like how he says a lot of the time, don't put a label on me because you're not what you want to be. Oh, you're crazy. You're this, you're that. It's like, no, it's like, this is who I am. I know who I am. This is where I'm at. don't put a label on it because you're insecure or whatever it is. So I thought that was cool. Do you have anything else about that other than just losing the weight?
I have more, but I'm trying to condense it.
Oh no, I mean, is there anything that stood out to you other than that? No.
Do the sucky things.
Do the sucky things. Yeah. I like that. Do the sucky things. A lot of people say you should do something that sucks every day, something that you don't want to do. I think that builds character. You pick your own thing.
I don't like doing laundry.
There you go. And you do it every day. Well, not every day, but every other day. So that builds character, boo. Well, the third challenge then was kind of like what makes us uncomfortable, but we know is good for us. Go do it, then do it again. Do something you don't want to.
Like laundry.
The first step on our journey towards a calloused mind is stepping outside your comfort zone on a regular basis. Dig out your journal, blah, 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 blah. We won't say that part, especially those things that you know that are good for you. Now go do them. Do it again. Put it on your mirror. Changing life instantly. This is not about changing your life instantly. It's about moving the needle bit by bit. And they talk about that later too. So, did you think of things for this challenge?
Laundry.
That was your,
No, not really. No.
I mean, you didn't think of anything, or that's not what you thought
out of my comfort zone. When we did that 4-mile hike, I knew I would be in tremendous pain. Well, it's more like a walk. It wasn't really a hike. But I knew I would be in tremendous pain with my fibromyalgia for at least a week after that. And I could hardly walk.
Yeah. How do you feel now?
I feel great now, but like, that's the sad reality of that.
Yeah. How did you, well, I guess, did you have it written down when he was running on broken legs?
I don't think I wrote that down.
Okay. So let's just touch on that. Do you remember that part?
Yeah.
How did it feel for you as somebody with fibro who feels pain every day like that to read him saying, hey, I learned how to run on broken legs. You can do it too. Mentality. How did you vibe with that?
So for me, I know I have a high pain tolerance, but I've also fractured an arm. I didn't break it. I fractured an arm. And I know the pain of that. I wouldn't know. I'm not running on broken legs.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, you could do anything you set your mind to, but I know that my mind is not that strong to do something like that.
I think that him doing that was kind of the closest, or you having fibro and having that daily pain was the closest thing that I knew of somebody going through like just pushing through something. You're like, you push through every day and stuff. So like, I didn't know if when you read that, if you were like, not everybody can do it or something, or if you had a mindset, or if you were just like, okay, cool, whatever, it's a book.
No, for him, I'm like, don't label him, but you're crazy. But like,
don't label me.
Yeah, I'm not trying to label him, but it's also like, I break down on average every 6 months. You've come home to me bawling my eyes out because of the pain.
Yeah.
And like, I can't imagine willingly running on broken legs.
Yeah, it sounds pretty wild, but he thankfully didn't have fibro.
Yeah.
I guess. In your case, mindset.
It's exhausting.
Yeah.
And I know like him doing that, like during and after, he was probably like,
yeah.
And I don't even have a word for it.
Well, when I read it / listened to it, I hate when people say I've read when they listen, so I keep doing it. I'm so sorry, chat. I was like, dang, he's BA. Like, I have little things that I have excuses for or make. I have little excuses or things that I can come up with that I'm like, oh, I can't go do this or this. And then to read his story about, he's running on his broken legs or fractured legs and his ankles and his this and his knee, and then heart surgery. It's like, okay, well, what is my excuse?
While we're talking about that, I don't even remember what chapter this is.
Yeah.
He has pictures.
Oh, yes.
Look at that.
Yep.
That's of his bleeding toes. I'm not showing the camera. And
you can just Google David. He says he's like, for the people listening, just Google David Goggins, bad water feet or something.
Yeah, it's chapter 11, by
and
the
then
way.
you can also look up his hands when he did the pull-up challenge.
Yeah.
You can look those up online.
Hands are chapter 10.
Chapter 10. Nice.
Oh, well, you don't need to see that.
Yeah. Just a different mindset, That's why it can't hurt me, because I guess nobody can hurt him. Then
he does it himself.
Yeah. And that's what people say is, if you start your day with doing something sucky that you don't want to do, well, the rest of your day is pretty chill. A lot of people say that about working out. Like, you work out, go do a really hard workout, do the ice bath. Like, we don't do ice baths and stuff, but like, I like saunas, but I've never done ice bath. But like, doing that stuff is like, oh, that sucks. But then like, by the time that you go to work, you're like, I've already crushed the day. And he mentions that in here. By the time that a lot of his coworkers were finishing coffee at 8 a.m., he'd already worked out for 2.5 hours, 3 hours. It does make your mindset different. But it's just the attitude of getting into that, or the discipline, the self-discipline, like he says in the beginning. It's nobody else. It's self-discipline. You got anything for number 4?
Sorry, I keep losing my place. It's called Taking Souls.
Taking Souls.
SEAL training. There's a technique called Taking Souls where you work so hard that you break the spirit of those trying to make you quit. It's basically a mental edge thing.
Yeah. Yep. Real quick, moving on to beer number 2. This is Slushy Light, which is Scoops Ahoy 450 North Brewing. Makes it look like
Stranger Things.
This is a sour, smoothie style sour with pistachio, cherry, milk, chocolate, dark chocolate, vanilla ice cream, French vanilla flavor. So this should be very interesting. 450 North is from Minnesota. I'm incorrect. Nope. Wyoming? Nope. Incorrect. Indiana. Yeah, cool. All right, sweet. Well, wait, IN is Indiana or Indianapolis? Wait, Indianapolis. That's the city. My bad.
Indiana.
What's the other one that's IN? Isn't there another IN state? Okay, I'm stupid.
Indiana? Wait, we just
That's
said
what
that.
yeah.
Yeah, it's Indiana.
Okay, IN, Indiana. Okay, cool. Indiana then. Let's crack this open.
Watch us be completely wrong.
Ooh, very nice color. New glasses. So one thing that I learned in cross country in high school was a technique of running up a hill and a hill. When you get up to the top, you keep your cadence, you keep your strides going up the hill. And when you get to the top, you take 3 very, very long strides. And that kills people's morale. People going up the hill that are having a hard time going up already, they're already like in their own heads being, yeah. You wouldn't be in a race, you know what I mean? But like people that are already in their heads messed up, whatever, they're going up the hill and they see you kill the hill. You get to the top and you take 3 more strides, just boop, ba-doop, ba-doo, just bouncing away. Now, after those 3 strides, you can slow down, but that's taking souls. That's like, it's not just a physical thing, it's a mental thing. So you figure out who you're trying to take out and you figure out how to take their soul. Like, do it nicely though. Like that. I like that too.
Do it nicely.
Do it nicely. I think if you're polite in life, you'll get further. I know
kindness matters.
Yeah. Thieves get far sometimes, but then sometimes they don't. Okay, yeah, this is a beautiful color. Look at this. This is very
It
rich.
looks like
I think
raspberry cake.
I was about to say, I feel like I'm a vampire at a bar right now.
That's right. I've never seen a beer this color.
No, it's very rich.
It
Hopefully
would
there's not
suck your blood.
Hopefully there's not a recall on this for any reasons. Oh wow. The aroma is interesting.
I can't really smell.
Wow.
That's not sour. That's sweet.
See. It's because it's a dessert sour, smoothie sour.
I would drink this all the time.
Wow. Okay.
No.
So Taking Souls, my only thing was that cross country reference. He discusses a lot about how he takes souls, different ways for you to take souls, whether it be in the office, if you're a student, if it's an athletic endeavor. So it's kind of cool. I recommend everybody check this book out for these challenges. Challenge 4. You gonna read it?
You mean chapter 5?
No. Challenge 4. We just
Take
did
the souls.
Well, that's the name of the chapter is Taking Souls, but challenge 4.
Yeah, take the souls or your competition by working harder. That's what I have written down.
Oh, okay. Think about something that's happening now. Figure out your opponent. Find out how to beat them.
Yeah, same thing.
Uh,
Taking souls.
Taking Souls. I'm sorry. Choose any competitive situation that you're in right now. Who is your opponent? Is it your teacher or your coach, your boss, or unruly client?
Oh, I have so many right now.
Unruly clients?
No, well, no, kind of.
Well, dude, no matter how they're treating you, there is one way that not only earn their respect, but turn the tables. Excellence.
Kindness and taking their souls.
Yep. That may be acing an exam or crafting an ideal proposal or smashing a sales goal, whatever it is. Take their soul.
I'm smashing a new service right now, so.
Oh, there you go, boo.
Yeah. Trying to being the keys words.
Crush it. Crush it.
Oh, I'm so tired.
Okay, chapter 5. We're halfway through.
It's called Armored Mind.
He just keeps going into callousing his mind in this one. Gives us different stories. Anything stick out to you that you want to touch on?
Hell
or no?
Week.
Hell Week. Hell Week he did a few times because of multiple issues. This one, he was kicked out because of his fractured kneecap. He goes back and he runs on broken legs.
Mm-hmm.
This challenge was to visualize the problem. Do you have anything for that?
My thing was for the chapter 5 is create an armored mind that can withstand any pain.
Yeah. Did you think of ways that you could do that in your life?
I already do stuff.
Okay,
But
cool.
yeah, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, that makes total sense.
Choose any obstacle in your way and set a new goal, and visualize overcoming or achieving it. Before I engage in any challenging activity, I started by painting a picture of what success looks like and feels like. Okay, well that's cool. Visualize the problem. Chapter 6.
It's not all about a trophy.
It's not all about a trophy. What did you take away from this?
Money for charity, 100-mile race with no training, kidney failure, cookie jar, mental bank.
Yep. The cookie jar was the biggest thing, really. He talked about the 100-mile race and all those things that you just touched on to get to the cookie jar.
It's basically focusing on past victories to push through current suffering.
Yep. Take the small things that you've already overcome and use those to help you overcome bigger things.
Bang.
Did you think of ways, or do you already do things?
In a way, but in a way not. Like, in my mind, I'm like, it's going to get better. You know, it's always going to be better. Today just sucks. But that's not really it. That's not really a cookie jar.
That's not a cookie jar.
Yeah. But I think like when I'm sick, whenever you get like stuffy nose and you can't breathe and you're trying to sleep.
You think about breathing and how you succeeded in breathing one time. So you're like, okay, I can do it again.
Yeah.
That's not a cookie jar either, boo.
I'm a normal person. I'm not a crazy, like athletic.
You don't need to be. He says even the small things. Think about the small things that you do. Put yourself in your shoes.
Okay. I started a service for my work, and right now I'm doing it again. And every time I think about what I have to do to get through this and to make it work, I think this is very similar to the last service I helped start, and it's going to be a success. Even though it kind of sucks trying to pull information that I need from different people.
Yeah, I think that's a good one. I've created something before. I can create this again. It will work long term.
And it was successful, the first one. So
that's good. And even if the second one does not go to plan, it's
going to be successful.
There you go. Look at you. Pull out those cookies. I think of things like, I did wake up yesterday and go to the gym. I can do it again. Yeah. You know, that's what I'm thinking before I go to bed. I'm like, all right, cool. I did it today. Let me pull that cookie out. Like, let me eat that cookie. Like, let me have that. All right, yeah, I did it today. Let me feel good about that. Because tomorrow, if I do it again, then tomorrow night, I'm like, all right, cool. I got 2 cookies in the jar. So I think it's any small thing. I think for you, that 4-mile walk is a big thing. It's like, that's a big cookie. That was
successful, even though my hips stopped working.
Yeah. That's a big cookie that you can put in the jar. Because imagine if we go on The Amazing Race. And what you can do is like, well,
you'll be dragging me.
I'll be dragging you, but just imagine if I'm like, oh, hey, this is a 5-kilometer walk, and you're like, I can't do that. I'm like, it's 3.1 miles, boo. Think about that cookie in the cookie jar from when we walked around the lake, and you're like, I can do this. You know, like you pull that out in your mind when your mind is saying you can't do it. Think about those small things. So it doesn't have to be crazy. It can be super, super tiny. Yeah. So that's one thing that I like. Take those small victories and build on those. Just don't let them go away. Number 6. It's not a trophy. He talks about that. Sorry. Number 7. Change the way you think. Sorry, is between 6 and 7. Sorry. I like that a lot. They talk about change the way you think.
Chapter 7 is called The Most Powerful Weapon. And this is where the 40% rule comes into play. And this is the one I didn't agree with in some situations.
Is it 40% or is it 60-40?
Or whatever. Yeah, 60, however you put it. It's like when your mind tells you you're most likely at 40% when your body is saying you're done. And you actually have 60% left accessible if you push through. That's basically what it was.
So what made you disagree with that?
Well, I think in some situations... Do you want more of this? Sure. Just a little bit, and then you can have the rest. But I think in some situations, like, there's no way your body can push through unless you're like Superman like he is. You know?
He's not Superman. Nobody's Superman.
I know, but I feel like in some situations...
See, don't label him because...
Well, it's like you versus me. Like, if you pushed, you can get it done. Like me with that 4-mile hike, like I would grab onto your backpack when I'm like, oh, I'm falling behind. Or you would come behind me and push, like kind of help push me. But my body was giving out.
Yeah.
And so in some situations, you can't push through.
So I'm not arguing with you on this at all. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to ask questions. So him running on the fractured legs, I've never done that. So that's why I'm like, I don't have a dog in the fight. I'm just trying to ask. Him doing that and him going through his struggles. And like in the beginning when he was 300 and whatever pounds, going out and, you know, like, did I don't know the best way to ask. Like, was it not like, okay, cool, like you did a 4 mile hike that one time, because we usually don't hike because you're not, your body hurts. So you did it, which was amazing, and it hurt, but like he went out and did it once and it hurt him, but then he went out and did it again and it hurt him. He went out and did it again and it hurt him, and he kept doing it and calloused his mind and his body at the same time. Do you not agree with that? Like, not the 60-40 thing or anything, but like,
you can get your mind to believe what you can do, yes, but when you know your body, like in my situation, you know how much it can take before I can hardly get out of bed in the morning.
yeah,
Like sometimes if I'm doing laundry, that puts me out.
yeah.
You don't see it because you wake up before me, but you should see me roll off the bed. The dog just stares at me like, what the heck is wrong with mom? But I have to get up and work. It's hard to explain for people who do not live in pain every day.
Yeah. Understandable.
Like, well, actually, let's say this. Imagine if you have the flu. You know the body ache flus?
Mm-hmm.
Like when you have the flu, you have body aches. Imagine that every day, but 10 times worse. And you tripped and fell downstairs and you might have a broken arm or whatever, a fractured arm. Oh, and don't forget you hit your head because you have a headache. Oh, and don't forget you ate something and your tummy's upset. Oh, and don't forget, like it's all these little things, and then you're going to get dizzy. It's not always at one time, but on really bad days, that's kind of what it feels like.
Well, if you were David Goggins, you would just say you can't hurt boat crew too.
Can't hurt me. Well, I do like that it's called Can't Hurt Me, because what else can hurt me?
Yeah, I think that's a good motto to live by for someone like you. That came off terrible again. For someone like you, for your kind. No, but like, you know what I mean? Like for someone that puts up with the pain that you do every day, you already are hurting. So it's like, whatever you do, you can't hurt me. And I think that's a good thing. Like that helps callous the mind.
I mean, you can if you give me a hug sometimes.
You can't hurt me. Ow, it hurts. Okay. Let's move on. Let's see. Let's see. We did 60-40 rule challenge. Remove the governor from your mind. Add 5-10% each week. Not like he mentioned earlier. It's not a 0 to 100 in a day.
No.
It is. It's getting there. So for your situation, not saying we do it, but instead of going out and doing 4 miles once, that's going 0 to 100.
Yeah.
You hurt yourself. Mm-hmm. You saw that. You felt it. You endured that. Endured. So it's more of like, okay, cool. Well, like, let's go out and walk to the end of the street with the dog and then walk down to this side. And then like, next week, let's add walking down this side street. And then when we're done with that, like the week after that, let's add this one. And by the end of a month, we're walking the whole neighborhood all around. So it's adding a little bit.
A day, yeah.
A day or per week or whatever. Let's start off small. A lot of people think that they should just jump into something and just go, BDFP. So like,
if you join a team, you gotta go to practice before you go to a game.
Yep. Exactly. So I think that was one thing. Yeah.
But it's funny because also, like, sorry to take this over, but also like, if you read forums, some people are like, my doctor told me to do this and this exercise wise, but what they don't understand is even walking hurts.
Yeah.
So it's funny.
Yeah, it's really funny. Ha 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 ha.
Not like that.
Oh.
Okay, chapter 8.
Sorry, you said you want to blast through these.
Yeah, I know. It's called Talent Not Required.
Yep, that's good for me because I don't have any talent.
Yeah, you do.
I'm just joking. What do you have for this in like the thickness of the chapters? Schedule? Okay. So what do you think about the schedule? And then how'd you get that out? Like, because he talks about what he did to find time to do everything he needed to do, bike to work, run, etc. So he was like, all right, cool. I could bike 15 miles in the morning. He's crazy. See, I put a label on him. Bike 15 miles in the morning, or go run, work out, bike 15 miles, work all day, bike 15 miles home. So then by the time he gets home, he's already biked 30 miles, ran X amount of miles. So that's a hardcore schedule. And
but it's super detailed and it focused him.
it sure is. One thing I would like to say is that he does have these crazy schedules, and he does have a lot of self-discipline, but he's also been married like 4 times or 5 times, twice to the same person. So
how much time is he actually living versus chasing his goals?
Exactly. And now it's totally different. He's lived the past 20 something years of his life. Now, by the time he read this was years ago. So he's learned a lot from then, but yeah, hey, just put your mind to it. You can do anything. Well, you maybe should have spent more time working on your marriage. Now, I don't know. Maybe she went out and did something. I have no idea what happened.
That's a lot of marriages.
It was. So, he was like, oh, well, my first wife divorced. Then we got back together. Then she was pregnant. We got remarried, divorced. Second wife, divorced. Third wife, divorced. And now I think he's on someone else. Whatever. Great. I not look up to him. I respect him as a hard self-discipline thing for the working out, nothing else, not his views on anything else. I don't care about any of that. Yeah. It's all about mindset for discipline for this.
Yeah.
Discipline for one area in his life, I guess. So you put a lot of work into other areas of your life. You might not be able to go run 100 miles. I don't run 100 miles. You know what I mean? You waking up and it hurts in the morning is your struggle. His is staying married.
That's so bad.
David Goggins, I'm sorry, don't beat me up.
He probably could too.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, he could sneak in our house before I even wake up and just go and just
poke you.
He was a Navy SEAL. He would be in a kid pool. He would just bring his own kid pools because Navy SEALs do water stuff. And he'd move his kid pool in here and still just come in here.
Bernard
and I wouldn't
would
know.
be like, "You brought me a pool?"
Yeah.
And then the dog will be like, "I'm too tired for this."
I can't deal with this. Okay. So him doing the bike to work, the run, all of that stuff. He was putting a lot of work and a lot of time into his schedule.
Yeah.
So you said schedule was a big thing for you on this, and why did that pop out?
Well, because even in the challenge, she's like, do 15 to 30-minute blocks and you focus yourself. I tried that this week and it's not been focusing me.
Maybe keep trying.
Well, it's because I have so many things coming at me at work.
Yeah. Well, that's the time that you need to find some way to
delegate.
Well,
I have.
Okay, so okay. All right. Sounds like you already know what you need to do. There you go.
Yeah.
I was gonna say find a way to find your piece or find the things that help you break things down.
Oh, I walk away and I
stuff.
hold the cat for 2 minutes, and then I pet the dog for another 2 minutes, then I go back in.
There you go. I like how I'm like, oh, you need to delegate. You do this, you do this, you do this.
And then when I get stressed, I go pet the animals.
All right. Okay, cool. So next chapter.
Wait, are we on?
Oh, wait. That challenge was just scheduled in. So just, schedule things into your life. He breaks it down where there's so many hours in a day or in a week, and you work 40 hours typically. Totally different for me. So this is my thing. When yours is, I have fibro, I can't do this, this, and this. Mine is, I work 80 hours a week. Yeah. I can't do this, this, and this. So for me, in my mind, I'm trying to break it down where I'm like, okay, well, I do have time. I could take off 2 hours of my sleep. I really like sleep. And 8 hours is my sweet spot. I could do 6. But sometimes editing the pod late.
Yeah.
Then I wake up in the morning, go to bed at 2:30 a.m. I don't want to wake up at 5:30 to go to the gym 3 hours later to go work 12, 14 hours to come back and then go to bed to go do it again.
You also need to sleep enough so you're safe at work.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't want to.
That's another good excuse. I didn't think of that. I need to be safe.
You don't use it as an excuse, but you need to be safe we can't have you burn yourself again.
No. And that was not my fault.
I
Just
know
want
it
to throw
wasn't
that
your
out there.
fault.
That was because of the brewery that I was at that is no longer around. We will not mention their name, Southern Sky. So they're no longer around. It's okay. They burned me. I'm just joking. They made it right. They gave me 2 beers. I'm not bitter. Sorry. But so that's my thing is the work. So when it comes to my workload,
What's
when
your baby?
it is my baby.
Yeah.
So I feel completely different about it where I'm like, that's my baby. I'm going to work those hours. I'm going to do this. I could still find time, but then it's just like, okay, well, do I want to be wound up coming home at 8:30, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock? When I get off work, go to the gym, then come home wound up and like take a shower to go right to bed. I don't. I really don't. I need to lock in on that. But like, that's my thing. That's my kryptonite. It's not kryptonite. Kryptonite makes you strong? Or
No,
is that
it's
the
your-
one that
It's the weekends.
it's your weakness? Maybe work schedule is my kryptonite for, everything that I need to do in my life. It's like, oh, cool.
Well,
Work. Well,
you're the only one making the beer and pushing out beer, and you have 2 locations.
it's a big responsibility, but so is my health and,
Yeah.
things like that. So, I need to take those things seriously too. So, that's where I kind of like saw that chapter, like how it related to me in the scheduling it out. Maybe if I could try to schedule it better, but I don't know when I'm going to work those 12, 14, 16-hour days. They just pop up. I'll be like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
It's going to be 8-hour day today.
Well,
and then it's 14.
And then you can't make beer when you have no tank room. So
Yeah. So, but your fibro, my work schedule, we all have our own things that hold us back from doing what we could do,
but that's also at the same time not an excuse. But it is.
Right.
But it's not.
We use them, and they are. I hate when things are an excuse, but they aren't an excuse because it's the truth.
Yeah.
But it's still like, but like.
They're your responsibilities.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's move on. What you got for the next chapter?
Uncommon amongst uncommon. So even when you're a SEAL, elites can become comfortable. Stay uncommon even among the best.
Yep. He talks about going to Ranger school and exceeding when people tell him to chill. He goes on to not make it into the DevGru.
Stuff like that.
I was only listening, not reading, so I typed it wrong probably. And that was because he wasn't really fitting in. He wasn't part of the brotherhood. Yes, he was part of the service and like the team, but not the brotherhood.
Yeah.
So
It's like cliquey, I feel like.
yeah. For them, he said that it was like, hey, we're all good old boys. Could you hang out with us when we're making these racist jokes, XYZ? And he said, you always have to find more. Greatness doesn't stick to you. So whenever you do something, you keep having to build on that. And that's a big thing is I think a lot of people, including myself, well, you do one thing. I go to the gym one time and I'm like, cool, look at me. And then you stop. And then the next week you're like, oh, I need to go to the gym. Oh yeah, cool. I went to the gym or whatever your one thing is, but like you always need to keep going.
For you, I think it was opening the second location.
Yeah. So like,
you
open the first location for us. We always got to keep working. We always got to continue. Did the first one. All right, cool. What's next? If I just stayed at the first one, it would be like, all right, cool. Just keep running here forever and ever and ever. I don't want to. I want to build more stuff. I want to do new things. So yeah.
And a lot of people like the second location because it's totally different vibe.
Yeah.
So
Acre of land on waterfront property. What? With a playground for the kids and disc golf baskets on the other side because a lot of disc golfers don't like the kiddos. That's why I put my disc golf baskets on the other side. We like our nieces and nephews, but that's about it, right? No, we like Hiller.
Hitler's cool.
there other kids that we like?
We like some. We like kids. We
Maybe
just
there's, like, a
have
handful.
favorites. We're dinks, right? Is that what it is? Dinks.
Dual income, single, dual kids, dinks.
Is that it?
Dual income, no kids.
Yeah, dinks.
Yes, dinks.
So let's just say Christmas gifts are great. Get to have fun with the kids, then give them back.
Oh yeah, spoil them.
Oh yeah, we when our first nephew was born, we were so mean because we were like, let's get him this popping toy. It was so bad. I didn't think we thought about that too well.
Yeah, we don't have to listen to it, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, so greatness doesn't stick to you. Do you have any situation or anything that you could tie into that? No. Trying to find more in your life. Just because you did something cool one time doesn't mean that you're, I have a quick story.
I was going to say I want to travel, but that doesn't really fall into that.
Yeah, okay. You always got to find more. Yeah, you got to travel. Okay, I like that. But yeah, no, the greatness doesn't stick. So yes, no. Yes. Okay, here we go. You have traveled. So you've been to 2 different countries, 3 including the U.S.
Yeah, but I was born here.
Right. So that's still a country. So you've been here.
Yeah.
You've been to Ireland. You've been to the Dominican Republic, right?
Yeah.
So you've been those two countries. So you always have to find more. So like you have to continue to travel, right? So like you can't just use, oh yeah, I've traveled. Oh yeah, we travel. We don't. You can only use that for like a year or 2.
Yeah.
And then you got to go somewhere else. And you're like, oh yeah, now we went to Paris or like we did this.
The thing I like what we've done is you get to experience different cultures.
Yes. And if you like that, continue to do it and keep pushing towards it instead of just using what you've done in the past as we went to Ireland and we've been to the Dominican Republic. So, 5 years from now, you could still be saying the same thing. Or 5 years from now, we could be like, oh yeah. Well, then last year we went to London again.
We were there for 24 hours.
Yeah, don't let factor in a good story. We were in London or Paris, So I think that's a good thing. Yeah, you want to travel. So don't let your past travel experiences hold you back from your future ones. Because like you have traveled, so don't let those stories be like, that's my end all be all is I've been to Ireland, and let that one story be your whole story, create new stories if that's what you want to do.
I think it's more like, don't let life get in the way of living your life.
Yeah. Don't let life get in the way of living your life. I like that. Well then,
10.
Number 10.
The empowerment of failure.
Is that 9? 7, 8, 9, 10. No, 10. Okay, sorry. The empowerment of failure. What do you have for this?
AARs.
AARs. After action reports.
I like how you know what these are.
Well, yeah, I've listened to this book a few times.
Basically, turn your negativities and failures into fuel to do better.
Yep. He doesn't make it into the Ranger School this time. And so he moves on to try multiple times to beat up the pull-up record. He finally gets it after doing 67,000 pull-ups in 9 months, which is insane. Like that's just it. Yeah, for the followers and listeners, go out and do 2 pull-ups. Go out and do 1 pull-up. Let me go. I'm going to post a video of me doing 1 pull-up. We'll see if we can do it. Both of us doing 1 pull-up. So he did 67,000 in 9 months. Crazy. So this he had those small things in his cookie jar that he kept pulling out while he was, hurting his hands. And you showed us the pictures. You didn't show them. You showed me.
I think I flashed the picture to the camera.
They can Google it. Just Google David Goggins pull-up hands. So yes, that is crazy. The empowerment of failure. So he failed how many times, but it's making it through that failure to find your strengths and continue to go. The challenge was after action report, write out all the good things that have happened during your failures. I meant to put, right, how you handled it, your failure, and then now write how you can fix it. And I think that's a really good thing to do with life situations, whether it be with friends, family, or anything, small, big. How did I handle that situation? What happened? How did I handle it? How can I change it for the next time? Did it make me happy? If so, you put your mic back in front of your face. That thing right there is right.
I leaned back again.
Yeah, you put your mic on. Like,
Hi.
hi. Sorry, I like seeing.
Squeaky.
That was loud. I like seeing your mouth. Yeah, I like it. I won't continue it. I think everybody should read this book. Okay. You got anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Well, then the last thing was the what if.
Chapter 11.
Yep. What if he talks about stretching and becoming better? That's the only thing I have for that.
I have to overcome self-doubt, be peaceful but never satisfied with growth. Anyone can change.
I believe that. I think anybody can change. Maybe to an extent. Maybe that's the best way to say that. I don't know.
To an extent.
To an extent. Some crazy people, see, there I go putting labels on other people, but some people might not change because they're, out there slashing people or something, but I don't know.
We know a few people who won't change.
Oh. Okay. I like how they could totally see you on that camera.
Yes.
Okay.
You gotta edit that out
I'm
or
definitely not
blur
gonna.
it.
I'm not gonna do that. That's a lot of work. So, you got anything else on this?
No. What do you rate it?
I like it. I think there's a lot of good things that I can pull out of this. Like I said, I don't take everything out of it. I don't take everything out of anything. Give it like a solid 4.
Dang. Mine's 2.3.
2.3. Okay.
Charlemagne's book is still the best.
What was Charlemagne's?
3.
Okay. What was my Charlemagne rating?
4.7.
Yeah, okay. I like Charlemagne. So like Charlemagne I listen to weekly. I like Charlemagne, his point of views. And once again, don't take everything that he says to heart, but I'm just like, all right, cool. I take out what he says and things that pertain to me. So, all right, cool. Well, that was David Goggins. Can't Hurt Me. Maybe one day we do
Can't hurt me.
another good book of mine.
Yeah, so again,
Now we're jumping back into...
we're gonna jump back into the Throne of Glass series. But again, if you want another break, you look so sad.
Yeah,
I didn't enjoy this book as much, and I was like, hey.
Yeah, I just blasted through 3 of these things already, and then we did one of mine, and now we're going back to yours. But, you can't hurt me. I'm going to take things out of this book that I just read to make me persevere and make it through this.
Just know this series is about to get intense.
I bet it is.
Okay. Next one.
Does the dragon come out now? I can't wait for the dragon.
So let me tell you this.
Dragon.
It's a wyvern. Wyvern.
I'm a wyvern.
Where is it? I think. Yeah.
Is it a wyvern or
wyvern?
I haven't. A wyvern?
Remember that was the words of the week, dragon versus wyvern.
Oh yeah.
So you're going to meet my favorite character in this whole series in this book.
Sir Lancelot.
Her name is Manon. I call her Manon because I didn't listen to the book and I read it. So I didn't know the pronunciation until it got popular. So, Air of Fire. It's by Sarah J. Maas, and it is about
Non-bread.
Selena Sardothian has survived deadly contests and shattering.
I just noticed. Sorry. What were you talking about?
Selena Sardothian has survived deadly contests.
Is that the person from the movie Selena?
No, that was a singer.
Sorry. Keep going.
Selena Sardothian has survived deadly contests and shattering heartbreak, but at an unspeakable cost. Now she must travel to a new land to confront her darkest truth, the truth about her heritage that could change her life and her future forever. Meanwhile, brutal and monstrous forces are gathered on the horizon. Favorite character? Intent on enslaving her world. To defeat them, Selena must find the strength not only to fight her inner demons, but to battle the evil that is about to be unleashed. The king's assassin takes on an even greater destiny and burns brighter than ever before in this third book of the New York Times bestselling Throne and Glass series. Yeah, so chapter...
Woo!
Chapter 4 is when Manon comes around. And she's literally the best character ever. Okay, next time we read one of your books, I'm going to do that.
Well, we haven't read this one yet. You just said Manning comes around in like the 4th chapter.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm excited.
Hopefully you like it. If you need a break again, we will get you a different book.
I'm about to make it through this whole series. This is insane. Like, do you know what I'm sacrificing? I'm sacrificing like brain power or something. I don't know. Like, there's something I'm sacrificing. Maybe I'll figure out what it is.
No, you're not sacrificing because this is my favorite series and you're doing it for the person you love.
I sure am, and that's definitely why I'm doing this. So there shouldn't be a reason that you're getting mad that I'm going.
Well, it's my favorite, and it's like you're making fun of it.
I'm not making fun of it. It's just I'm just not into it, and it hurts my head.
Just give it a chance.
You know, hiking is my favorite thing, so you should just hike with me all the time now. I should take you on 8-mile hikes. You're taking 8 mile. Shout out Eminem. Tag him in our shorts.
If it pops up, I will.
Okay. I'm just joking. I'm very excited for the hair on fire. So
You're on fire. Air. Because remember, she's Aelin Ashriver Galathynius.
is she an airhead?
No, she's the heir to the throne of Terrasen. She's presumed dead.
All right, everybody. Read this 9,000-page book in the next week and tune in to listen to Air on Fire.
Heir of Fire.
Air of Fire. Oh, the air's not on fire?
She might be.
The Air of Fire. So she's the air and she's fire.
She
is that what the kids... Do kids still say fire?
I don't know.
We should wrap this up because we're just rambling.
We're tired.
Okay. It's bedtime. Like, subscribe. Thank you, everybody. Thank you all 5 of you. Love you. See ya. Bye, boo.
Snail.